Hello everybody, Ian here, out and about again. Today it's a beautiful day, so who wants to be stuck inside? And I'm out and about on the Staples sub of the BNSF, Burlington Northern Santa Fe Railroad in northern Minnesota. I'm at a special place. This is Verndale. Verndale used to be the site of a fun first day of summer meeting of rail fans. We'd all Minnesota rail fans, rail fans from as far away as Canada as well, would come here and we'd just watch trains. We'd gather and chat, watch trains, grill food, just generally have a good time. And well, I thought I'd come here to relive some of those memories and, maybe see some trains. And then I'll also do a little bit of micro model railway chit chat, because I've had a few questions sent to me where people have asked, well, Ian, what would you do about this? What do you think of this? So yeah, I thought I'd discuss a few of them, then maybe a train will come along and we'll have a bit of a railroad interlude. But it seems quite quiet at the minute. Maybe we'll just have to see what happens. The first question I was given is, what books would you recommend for a library for the micro layout model railway enthusiast? Well, I'm not going to recommend anything, but I'll tell you what I am reading. And well, as I'm away on vacation right now, I've brought some of those books with me. So first one is this one. This is like the latest from James Hilton in his small layout design series. This is the one I'm currently reading. There's a lot of really good, useful stuff in here. I mean, there are the usual track plans, which you will find on his Paxton Road blog, but there's also a lot of interesting stuff about building micro layouts. There's a whole section on how to make one of these the cameo boxes that he uses for his layouts. And he gives you a whole layout of a cutting layout of how you would cut all the parts for a baseboard out of some sheets of MDF. So that's really useful. There's also how to wire up your controller to a power supply, be it a mains or the power banks from computers. It's a lot of useful stuff in this book. I'm really enjoying this, and this is another book that I enjoy, James Hilton's Small Layout Design Handbook. So this one, it's got a lot more track plans in it, and as well as some stuff here about presentation and a little bit about construction, but there's a lot of talk about design, about composition and such like. So this is another good book that I would recommend. Another book then that I continually read is An Approach to Model Railway Layout Design, Fine Scale in Small Spaces by Ian Rice. So this is one of the classic books, and I just go back to this. So many track plans in here that have been copied, reproduced by other people, and the book is split fairly 50-50 between design and design, presentation, operation, and then the second half of the book is really useful, nice atmospheric track plans. A lot of them, of course, are larger than micro layout size, but I do what I do with these, what I do with all model railway track plan books. I look for 4 square feet an area and think, oh, well, that's an interesting arrangement there. That would make a micro layout. So that's what I do. I'll just I've flicked through these plans for like years and years and years. I'm still finding interesting ways to look at Ian Rice's plans. So another good book for your library. Again, this is Model Railway Planning and Design Handbook, and now this was written by Flint, Lunn, Ripley, Gibbons, and Bart Bernard. It sounds like a supergroup, doesn't it? But it's Paul Lunn, Neil Ripley, Ken Gibbons, and Jack Bernard, and compiled by Steve Flint. There is a lot of good stuff in this. I love this book. The layout designs are presented in these really beautiful colour sketches, so you can really visualize how the finished item is going to look. And there's many layouts in here that I would really like to build. And here's one for a start. Leven Lock. I mean, it's a bit longer than micro layout size, but I'm sure there's a way. Sure, there is a way to shrink it down a bit and get something out. Yarmouth Union. Oh my God, yes, I was actually going to model this one in P4 at one point, but my interests changed as they do, and I never got around to it. But something like this. I do have the Dapol Sentinel, and well, Dapol Sentinel would look good on something like this, and that's in O scale, of course. So yeah, maybe that would work. Yeah, so there's also one other book I'm going to recommend, and well, it's not out yet, but it is called The Little Book on Micro Layouts, and it's written by me. So yes, it should be out hopefully it will be out before Christmas. I've been working very hard at it lately. Had a bit of writer's block at one point, and then a couple of the layouts that I put, the concept sketches that I put in the track plan section, ended up getting built. And I'm thinking of like Termasoggle and the Stafford Ledge tramway. So yeah, got a little bit distracted, but the book is coming along well, and I would like to think I've nearly got it finished. So we are going to hopefully get that to you by Christmas. I haven't decided on a price yet, but it is going to be an ebook. It's going to be downloadable because, well, basically, railway modelers all over the world have expressed an interest in the book, and I don't want to mess around with like shipping charges and everything. And also, a lot of the stuff that's in the book is actually quite old, and so some of these digital photographs that I've taken, they might be just like 2 or 3 megapixel images, so they wouldn't really be a lot of use in a printed book. So those are the 2 reasons basically why it's going to be a downloadable book, and I will keep you up to date with the progress. But like I say, hopefully by Christmas. And if you are interested, I do have a list of interested people already. And if you're interested, just drop me a line at mmrdeditor@gmail.com, and I'll put you on the list and keep you updated when it will come out. In the meantime, we are still waiting for a train here on the Staples sub. I'm looking over to my left here, and there is an old BNSF Caboose. And strikes me that if you're modeling an American railroad and you put in a park alongside, you model a park alongside the railway line, you could do no worse than actually put a model of a caboose in your park. They seem to be extremely popular, particularly in Minnesota, whether actually a railroad runs by or not. So yeah, they are all over the place. If you're looking for a little scenic detail for your layout, then why not go with a caboose in a park? Anyway, I got fed up of waiting in Verndale, and what do you know? Just as I reached Daer Lake here in Staples, I saw a westbound coal train from Superior to the Powder River Coal Basin in Wyoming. So we stopped and videoed that. And then when I stopped in the depot at Staples, I got intel that there was another eastbound on its way. So let's take a look at that. Cool. 2 coal trains in one day. So that's hopefully we might come across something more on the way back home. But that was it for the minute. Oh, that's a shocker. I was just leaving the yard here, the depot here at Staples, and I saw a headlight in the distance from the west. So I thought, better wait and see what that is. And look what it was. It was something advertised as a track measurement train. Well, I've never seen anything like that before. So that was really cool. A nice little extra. So just shows you should never give up. So really pleased with that one. I can't see any lights in the distance now, so that will keep me happy for quite a while. I hope you enjoyed that little sojourn down the Staples sub yesterday. We didn't see a lot, just a couple of cold trains, but that track testing train was a bonus. Now I'm back at the family lakeside retreat for the rest of the holiday, and I'm working on the book, the little book of micro layouts. I'm working on pages for an old layout of mine, one of the beginning micro layouts, Wingets Recycling. And just to prove that, I will just share with you some pages of Wingets. So take a look at this. Here we are. Working on a few ideas for Wingets, but you won't have seen Wingets Recycling for a long time. So I hope you will enjoy those pages. Maybe it'll spur you on to actually buy the book. You'll see pictures of Wingets Recycling. So anyway, I'm going to get work on with that, and we will see you next time. And in the meantime, build that model, lay that track, run that train, but above all, have fun. See you later.